Good morning, guys. Just woke up, Quality Inn, about to get ready. It's around 11 o'clock. Papa Bear's still with his family over in the other room. I might just walk down to the local cafe. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. Checkout's at 11. It's 10:53. Let's go. Alright guys, I am here at the Quality Inn, Harper's Ferry. Yesterday got to meet Sarah and Jacob, Papa Bear's wife and son, so that was a real fun experience. But here she is. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sarah Edstrom. I'm Joe's wife.
You're Joe's wife. And how long have you guys been married for?
Almost 12 years.
Almost 12 years, so that's a long time coming. Yeah, Jacob is just one hell of a kid. I just love him. He's just so full of energy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to talk about how do you feel about him hiking the AT?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
It was a shared idea. Both of us thought it was a great idea. I mean, why not?
Yeah, right.
Honestly.
Yeah, it must have been hard for you as well because he's away from home. He's away from Texas. You guys live in Texas. Yeah, so how's that like with him being away from your son, Jacob and stuff like that?
I think that's the hardest part is that, he's away from Jacob because he's 8 and that matters a lot.
Right.
Being away from us being apart for 4 or 5 months it's not a big deal. I mean, of course we miss each other, but it's good for Joe. It's good for me.
Yeah.
I get to take on an extra role at home and be like working mom and like soccer mom, and Joe gets to go and do a little bit of like finding me, and that's good.
Yeah, that's
so
for
we're
sure.
Fine.
Yeah, I feel like Joe has been through a lot, and I know he served our country, of course, a lot of years as well, and also I think a lot of people don't get to see the other side where the wives have to stay at home and not get this other sight, right? Of these guys that just want to go out, and ladies, of course, that just want to go hike this trail, for sure, and just be away from the family. How was it like when you saw him for the first time in all these months?
It was good.
It was
it's
good.
Like when he opened the hotel room, it's just like, oh my gosh, you realize how long you've been apart when you see them for the first time.
Yeah.
Because honestly, at home, you kind of stay where you are in your mental area, and you're not constantly thinking about him. Otherwise, you're not present there, know?
Yeah.
But then when I got to see him, it was just like, oh, wow, I missed you.
Yeah, for sure. A flood of emotions, right? Oh, man, were you worried about him while you were in Texas and stuff?
No.
No?
I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah.
But I know he can handle himself. I trust him.
Right.
And I mean, of course, we talked about it a lot, like, before he started. And I mean, his biggest challenge, I think, is just going to preventing him not pushing himself so far that he hurts himself.
Right.
That's the only thing that's going to take him off the trail. Otherwise, I know he's going to finish this.
Yeah.
So I have confidence in him.
How long were you guys planning about? How long was he planning about this, like back at home?
Since like November.
November, so it was recent where he just had his mind set on hiking this trail.
Yep, a friend mentioned it to him, and I was like, "Go ahead, why don't you do that?" And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't know what I was like signing up for.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, it could be like 4 months or so." I was like, "Oh, 4 months, huh?" Because I thought it was gonna be like 4 weeks.
Oh man.
So it took a second to process that, but it didn't change anything.
Yeah.
So he just started preparing, and I work from home, so this is the time for him to do it. He needed to do it now. Or I don't know that we would have been able to do it. Things were set up to where it works.
Right. And how would you say it has affected Jacob? I mean, this is like a prime time too. Like,
yeah.
Has it been?
So kids are like super resilient.
Right.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that it does affect him.
Yeah.
I can tell he misses him, and out of nowhere sometimes he'll be like, "I wish Daddy was here," which tells me he's thinking about it himself. It's not just us talking about it,
right?
Which is good. He acknowledges his feelings. He says he misses him. We duo. We don't FaceTime because my husband doesn't have an iPhone.
Yeah.
But we duo all the time, and Jacob loves to do like the filters and like the faces. So
yeah.
it works. He misses him, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. And if you were to say something to him to just keep, because today's gonna be a hard day for him.
I know.
For a lot of people, when they see their families and when they leave, they get that. And what would you say to him? Honestly,
Joe?
Yeah.
To just feel it. It turned off. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
You want me to instruct you how to use your camera?
No, it's on. It's blinking. It just does that. Yeah. What would you say to him?
That just feel today and know that tomorrow will be better. It's a hard day, you know?
Be a hard
we know
day.
it. We know it's coming. He knows it's coming.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's okay. And it's sad. But big picture, it's not sad.
Because you're going to see him again. And
he's going to be better for it, you know? He's going to be better for finishing this. We're going to be better for finishing this.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you already see the changes in him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do.
He seems healthier. He seems like literally and figuratively lighter. You know? Lighter of spirit.
Right.
And that's good.
Yeah, that's
you know,
awesome.
I mean, we've been doing the same thing for like 7 years, like, and we're both nomadic by nature, and we've owned a home and raised a kid, and I've gone to work, and he's done his thing, and like for 7 years, and so this is a good break.
Right.
So.
What's after this?
We're thinking about like, honestly, we're thinking about kind of traveling the country and kind of packing up our stuff and going a little bit not off grid, because I have to have my showers and stuff. But like,
for sure.
But just, you know, honestly, I know it's super dorky to say, but YOLO, you only live once, and like, you know, he's 50, I'm 43, our son is 8. We're lucky enough to be financially stable. My job can kind of travel, and so honestly, the question is, why not? Why not?
Yeah, for sure. So. Honestly, and if you were to say anything to future wives that where their husband is going off to go through hike, what would you tell them? What would you tell them?
If it works for you, do it. There's some cases where it's not going to work. Like if I was still having to commute and go to my office, I don't know that this would work, you know? So take an honest look at it. But if it's gonna work, if you think it's gonna work, do it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, let him go. Or vice versa, let her go.
Yeah.
You stay home and do the kids and do the job and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Because someday you can go then. Like, I'm sure someday, maybe, I don't know, maybe not, I might just be like, I'm gonna go do this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And so, kind of paying it forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And if you want to shout out someone, who would you like to shout out? Who would you like to thank? Any thanks?
Honestly, my parents, who we live close to, and that's always helpful with like Jacob and an extra piece of support for me.
Yeah.
And also the people I work with. I'm very lucky to work with some really fantastic people, and so even though I work at home, which helps this work, I still have to like manage my schedule around some things, and I have to pick him up at like 3 o'clock in the middle of the workday, and so they're super flexible and understanding. And just my friends who are always there for me.
Yeah.
So it's the normal stuff.
It's the normal stuff.
My family, people I work with, my friends, but it's good to have a support system.
Yeah, for sure. And if you were to just tell or just say to Joe, what would you say to him just to keep him pushing forward? To
Not
make
back
it to
in the hallway
Katahdin?
during an interview.
Yeah, right?
Big picture. Keep looking at the big picture.
Just keep looking at the
Today's
big
just
picture.
today, but tomorrow will come.
Yeah,
He knows
for
that.
sure. He knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. I personally just want to say thank you for this interview.
Of course.
I mean, it's always nice to meet the other side of it, because the families that do stay at home and stuff like that, that they don't get to see this. But I would just like to say thank you to you. You're just great. I mean,
Lord.
meeting Papa Bear's wife and just Jacob is just it was just a blast yesterday, honestly. And I don't think
It
you
was
understand how much like I enjoyed it yesterday. I really did. It just took me off the trail, and I could tell that he's real happy with you, and I'm just so happy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am too. It was fun yesterday.
Yeah,
it was
for
cool.
sure.
It's
Honestly,
like we're a little four family.
Yeah, I
You
know,
and the
right?
kids.
Yeah, for sure. So I just want to say thank you,
Of
and
course.
cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, we're back on trail. Very cold today. Very windy too. All right, guys, back on trail. Right over there. As soon as Papa Bear dropped me off, we said our goodbyes, and then I saw Car Hop. Car Hop was here. He said he was doing trail magic earlier on, so he said he recognized me, came over. We had a brief conversation. That was good. Somebody was doing trail magic here. Shout out to them. Their names are Hugh and Carrie. But yeah, I didn't need anything because I was all packed up, but yeah, for sure. Alright guys, this is where you guys gotta be careful. We gotta go over there. It's like a big trail. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, that's the shelter. We'll see. Alright. Looks like no one's here. Alright. What time is it? It's only 3:11. We'll see. Alright, sleeping bag. I'm gonna start eating. Didn't even eat lunch and I'm starving. I was thinking why it's hard for me to think right now because I haven't eaten yet. Gotta eat. Yep. Alright, I got noodles cooking, two soups, 2 tunas. I think that's gonna be my lunch. Yeah, this is my food bag. It is fully packed. Oh man, I gotta fit this in there too. A lot of stuff. Let's go. 2 packets of tuna and 2 noodles. Let's go.